What are the disadvantages and advantages with renting versus buying a home at a young age?
Well, buying a house, it's yours. The disadvantage now is that in Jamaica right now, poor people cannot buy a house. Renting, um, well, it is easier because once you can afford the rent, it's okay. The disadvantage is like sometimes the landlord, they don't live up to expectations, like doing repairs and things like that. That is the only drawback.
So most young people are not cultured to own a home at a young age. We're more interested in getting a car and just moving out and paying rent so we can have our independence. But if we were cultured and taught how to be truly financially independent, we will focus more on owning an asset. At home is an asset and is an investment. So those are the advantages. It's a legacy where you can have for yourself and leave for people. It's also where you can rent out and make money. A lot of people don't know that. The disadvantages is that it's very hard to attain living here. The NHT, that what it grants us is not enough. So it has to be a collaboration most times for you to even get a leeway into owning a home. Sometimes again, it's location. Obviously, where you're located is very important. A lot of people follow where the money is, where you can get a job, where you can get better schools for your children and stuff like that. Sometimes the more affordable places are not the best places. And even though when places become affordable and you own it, after a while, a home is an investment forever. That community might become volatile, so it becomes disadvantageous.
All right, so with renting, it can be a bit tricky. First of all, it depends on the person's income. So with renting now, I'd say the advantage for that is, I guess you'll have options, and it will be probably be a bit more easier on the individual based on their income and their accessibility to what they can afford, opposed to buying a home for a young person. It's very difficult.
You see, the landlord them is not reasonable, some places, although garrison and thing, it is very high. And next thing we are showing NHT from a long time, and most of the people who show NHT a couple of years ago, we don't have a choice. With them government not assisting us in getting a house or something like that, And rent is very expensive, so most of the people have to live in the slum right now. And the salary that we're getting right now is very low, cannot pay rent. So it's hard to cope, That's why Alfredtree and downtown is full of all these people on the sidewalk theater, all people all around looking for somewhere to have a sleep, It is very tough out here. You need the government assistance.
There's no disadvantage to owning a home at a young age. There's no disadvantage of that because at the end of the day, for your own, you understand, you can use it. It's an asset. It doesn't have to be a liability. It depends on how you use it. You get what I say? So if you're in one position where you can own it and rent it out or sell it out or whatever, it's yours. So it's a major accomplishment. You understand? To own something like that in your early 20s, late 20s, early 30s. You get me? So there's no disadvantage to that.